show. Sir, that's right. Talk About It Tuesday, where tonight's topic of the day is the topic at play. Join us tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central for tonight's topic, which is Topic Tuesday. We want to talk to the people about the biggest dilemma with the battle of the sexes. What do you think is the major issue amongst the men and women in relationships? Comment below or join us tonight on 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV. It's Peasy.
This is my nigga here. Tuesday and be the 5th on the next live stream. I got you. Peace. It's Peasy. Bye bye.
through and spaz for show. I got no love for them trash ass hoes, but if she a dime, I might serve up. Put a little bit of dick to this breezy, bro. It ain't a rhyme to busting nothing. These hoes make it way too easy, though. I'm on the beat so I can kill some shit and put it down for the peasy show. Man, chop it up and talk about him during an interview, but y'all never see me talking to the police, ho. Getting recognized, getting real. Y'all don't wanna smoke with shotguns. Don't be acting like a lame, I have to pull the steel, and I promise you don't want it with my guns. Motivation Monday is how I like to start my week. Y'all idiots, 2020 vision is still crazy all the time. I got it spotted by the blind MC. So take a moment and relax. And just let your head nod with the beat. Grab yourself some snacks, a comfy seat, and go ahead and kick up your feet. Let's do a few tracks, the homie, kick a few facts, and you may even find a little bit of inspiration. Looking to do an interview with any crew artist, coast to coast across the nation. He hosts from the East Coast, I rap on the West Coast, and still you see it's clicking up. What up, fam? Blood is thicker than water, but if you want beef with shotguns, I want to show you that your blood ain't thick enough. Pluck the royalties, showing loyalties.
Hey, it's Peasy, and tonight on the Peasy Show, sir, that's right, Talk About It Tuesday, where tonight's topic of the day is the topic at play. Join us tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central for tonight's topic, which is Topic Tuesday. We want to talk to the people about the biggest dilemma with the battle of the sexes. What do you think is the major issue amongst the men and women in relationships? Comment below or join us tonight on 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV. It's Peasy. Bye.
This is my nigga here.
Shotgun. He is our resident movie reviewer. And yes, the man is legally blind. The man can't see shit. However, if the man can tell us about.
Yo, what's going on? What's good? It's your boy, the Blind MC of PZ's The Peasy Show. Yo, y'all gotta tap in. Secret word of the week is coming up for you this week. So be ready every Tuesday and be the 5th on the next live stream. I got you. Peace. It's Peasy. Bye. Yep, that's what it was. So what's going on, my peoples? Today is Tuesday, March the 26th in 2024, and we're back with another Talk About It Tuesday episode for you live. We are here to talk about today's topic of the day. The topic of the day is a subject I thought about myself. I had it came up with it yesterday before the show. And it was, you know what I'm saying, just something I was having a deep conversation with one of my other friends. And we were just, you know what I mean, discussing, like, what do we think the issues are. I mean, this is a crazy world we living in. I understand we have a lot of difficulties that, people adjust differently in this world today and stuff like that. So when we look at a situation like the one we are, caught up in and we're dealing with at this point, you know what I'm saying? It's something to look into when you look at the situation, because you want to make sure that everybody involved has a understanding of their role in the positioning of this relationship, and everybody is not confused on what they do, you know what I'm saying? Because all too often I think that's something that happens, you know what I mean? Poor communication, things like, you know what I'm saying, just the not enough trust in the relationship, these values to at least compared with the fact that you add in, financial differences, they definitely shoot for a huge situation to occur in any standing relationships. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially nowadays. So today we're asking a simple question. What do you think is one of the biggest issues or some of the biggest issues facing men and women in relationships today? We're coming to you live from the Peasy Show, as you know what I'm saying, right here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV, as we do. And, we feel like this is, a type of conversation that deserves a real something, you know what I'm saying, to it. Because I personally, um, overheard once in a situation there was a person who said that they uh, married their IQ. You know, I mean, more power to you if it loves you like the same. Cause I get that too. I'm not one to step on no toes with this, so I'm just asking the people to find out what you think. And in the process of that, I did have something I wanted to give you guys as a little preview, a little something I caught while I was strolling through. Um, Something that really struck home. You know what I'm saying? When you look at this situation, um, just something you pay attention to, and I feel like this is a real pivotal situation talking in the subject matter that we're in right now. So vibe with me on this right here and tell me what you think.
The black woman wouldn't be no hoe if her man wasn't no hoe. We made the black woman like the black woman is. We have sex with her friends, we have sex with her sisters. We're so disrespectful to us people, she got to put up with this shit, because you paying the bill. Our black sisters got to be the strongest woman it is on planet Earth. Why? She all by herself. She ain't got no man. A man don't know what to tell her. He can't talk to her. All a man's trying to do is have sex with her. She don't want to hear that, especially after she done had some babies and things like that. And the black man is sorry. He's not helping the black woman. He ain't helping his mama. So the black woman got a real hard job in America. She's our backbone, point blank. They little boy ain't no man. They man ain't no man. They out here all by themselves, struggling every day by themselves, trying to take care of this nigga here, his mama, by herself trying to take care of boys. My mama, all our mamas, they have a hard time and we don't even say thank you. We wrong. The black woman ain't wrong. The black woman wouldn't be no hoe if her man wasn't no hoe. We made the black woman like the black woman is. How can we disrespect the black woman? If it wasn't for the black woman, we wouldn't be here.
Respectfully, my peoples, what do you think about this? I really think this is something serious. This is real. That man really brought some real truth to the table. I had to even take a look at myself somewhere. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all something that can be improved. And brothers just need to stand up for themselves. You know what I mean? Stand up for the values that they should value. The black woman definitely is the most disrespected woman in the world at this point. It's a crazy thing, and I think we should do better as a people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think that's a really good step. Do good, do better, be better, because we in a world where we need each other, man, more than you think we do. And this is a situation that we're dealing with. We have to stick together through all of this stuff because this is not going to get any better if we keep falling apart, fighting each other. Um, Differences matter. Um, Looking at this situation is just a real situation for me. I think we as a people can do much better as far as, you know what I mean, on both sides of the coin, you know what I mean? Um, the open relationships, you know what I mean, type of thing. You need to not in the sense of, you know, seeing other people and, you know, dating other people inside of your own relationship, outside of your own relationship yourself. You know, no, I'm talking about like, you know, communication. You know what I'm saying? Being able to make the connection with your partner. You know what I'm saying? Your person next to you is supposed to be given the same level of respect that you get, if not higher. You know, by all means, when you look at the situation, some of the craziest things have happened when you look at the situation, right? For example, Trump can't even remember his wife's name, and yet we have, you know what I mean, situations, you know what I mean, that turn around twisted, like, you know what I'm saying, like when you are dealing with a situation where you're having problems, you know what I'm saying, recalling your situations, you know what I'm saying, like these are really problematic, you know. And the fact that like we look at like if you can't openly speak to the person you're with, then why are you there? You know what I'm saying? And in most cases, the real truth is, you know what I'm saying, you can always do bad on your own. What you need somebody else to help you with. But what I'm looking at right now is in just the relationship senses, right? When you take a look at the dynamics around relationships nowadays, there's a lot more economic issue to the situation. You know, um, women work twice as hard, don't make as much. Men, not all men, but a portion of men that are in relationships are very sloppy with their relationships. They don't know how to tend to the house as well as tending to their job. You know, a man has a role in house too. You know what I'm saying? So there's all these different factors that's going on, and when you look at the situation, I feel like, you know, there's a lot going on in that angle, but you can also look at the fact that there's improvement needed on both sides, you know. And if we could get to that point, you know, we can make some things happen. And that's the believability of this whole situation. I feel like that's really where, you know, we're looking at, you know, a lot of deep issues. Hey, mama. So again, you know, we're talking about the relationship differences, the biggest issues with women and men in relationships. Some of the biggest issues with men and women in relationships. You know, men with their belief system of 5 to 10 women per man, or you know what I mean. It's a big stitch when you look at it because there's a lot of things going on in that dynamic, and men are always seemingly the culprit
caught up in, felonious actions. It's a bunch of different, people not paying attention and, doing the most to be something they can't, or they shouldn't attempt. It's a noxious thing. But I'm gonna throw y'all a little break for a second, man, while I tap out real quick. I got something for you. Little something I was scrolling through. I thought it was dope. I'd give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. Let me see what you think about it.
Hello? Hello, am I speak to Terrence?
Yeah, man, it's
Hey, man, listen. Well, do me a favor, dude. When your girl is at my house, quit calling her interrupting us, man.
Whoa, who?
Is this Terrence?
First of all, yeah, this Terrence, but who am I speaking with?
This Rocky right here. But ain't Davita your girl?
Yeah, Davita my girl, but Rocky who?
Okay, is the last digits of your phone 6621? Is that the last 4 digits of your phone number?
How the you got my number, man?
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, when your girl over here visiting me, I need you to pull up on calling her.
Dude. First of all, my girl, Vita, she ain't over there visiting.
No, she right here. And you keep calling. You just got through calling her. You done called her 3 times. In the last 30 minutes, you done called her 3 times.
She at work. What the hell you mean she at your house?
No, she ain't at work. She right here. How come I'm looking at your number in her phone?
I tell you what, put on the phone then.
No. See, we not
on the phone.
No, I'm not putting her on the phone. The bottom line is this, man. Quit disrespecting me when she over here.
I mean, disrespecting you, dog. First of all, you disrespecting me. Number one, I ain't got daytime minutes, all right? Number two, when I'm calling her, I'm calling to speak with her. If she right there in front of you, dog, put her on the phone right now, straight up.
I'm not putting her on the phone. My conversation with you is about this. You got to learn to respect me. If she hanging out with me, don't be calling her while she hanging out with me. I know this your girl and everything, but she hanging out with me right now.
It's funny because, when dudes try to play like they hard and dog, do you know who the I am?
Do you know who I am?
As far as I know, your name is some punk named Rocky. But
you damn right. I'm Rocky.
I'm Terrence. All right?
Oh.
Get that right, number one. Number two, well, my girl Vita at, you call her Davita. I call her Vita. Put Vita on the phone right now, because I'm liable to call her three-way, and we can talk this right now, just see if she at work or she with you. All right?
Bottom line is if you call at the end of the day, the phone's sitting right here in my house, I'm just gonna be sitting here looking at it. That's it.
Okay. See, I hate when trying to call my bluff, dog. Like I told you who I am. All right, Terrence don't around like that. Vita don't around like that, and she is at work. You got that, bro?
Okay, here's what I'm gonna tell you. For the next 2 hours, don't call Vita or Davita's damn phone number, because you interrupting what I got going on over here.
You threatening me for the next 2 hours, dog? First of all, I told you I don't have much time on my phone. I don't have daytime minutes like that.
Well, your little punk ass need to get some real minutes, all right? Get some unlimited on your phone. So what I'm trying to tell you is this right here. Vita's over here for the next couple hours. Don't be calling this damn phone no more. That's what I'm telling you.
I tell you what, I'm going to hang the phone up right now, and I'm going to call her number back. If your answer the phone, and if I hear her in the background, it's going to be a bloodshed. Straight up.
Hey, let me explain this to you before you call this other line. You ain't got no minutes. What the hell you finna do?
No, straight up, man. Let me go ahead and hang the phone up, like I said, because I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna call right back. If you about your take the phone up when I call back, then it's gonna be on. Hello?
I told you we wasn't answering your call, man. Didn't I?
Yeah. Look, dog, I done told you. Look, first of all, Rocco, who the you are? Look, what the Vita got doing with you? Huh?
I told you Vita was just over here chilling for a minute, man. Okay?
Vita ain't over there chilling, dog. She's supposed to be at work, man.
Okay, I understand.
No. I don't play this. All right? I told you before when I hung up and said that I'm gonna call back. You don't up because now I've seen some truth. Y'all for real? What the she got doing with you, man?
Hey, man, I told you, man, we just talking right now for the next 2 hours. But what I'm saying is you can't just keep calling, interrupting. Every time I look up, the phone ringing, and it's you.
An interruption, dog. I'm calling my woman. She's supposed to be at work, and you trying to tell me she over at your house.
I ain't trying to tell you. I told you.
If I find out that got something to do with you or anybody else because she over there, she's supposed to be at work, how the we gonna force you if she over there with somebody else?
Hey, man, listen. Don't worry about none of that.
No, you with the wrong now. Rocky, 2, 3, 4, 5, it'll be 6 dots on your body if I hear anything, and if I find my over there at your house. That dog. Who is this for real?
Hey, you want to know who this is? Cause see, you dealing with a real one over here. You understand that?
Well, you can't be as real as me, partner. Who the is this?
This right here for real. This nephew Tommy, Steve Harvey Morning Show. Terrence, you just got pranked by your girl Vita, man.
Wow. Hey,
Terrence.
No, man, on some real. This is who?
This is nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girl, Vita, got me to prank phone call you.
Vita gonna mess around and get kicked out the apartment. No, see, she like to play too many games, dog. Is she there, man?
No, man, your girl at work, dog.
First of all, is this gonna be on the radio? Because see, I was about to get emotional, man.
Wow. Got him. I say he got him. All right. And with that, my folks, we're about to do it like this here. Because it's already after our smoke time. So enjoy your little smoke fest, and I will get back to you in a minute.
Hey. Speeds. That's right. Hey. Hey, you wanna party with me? We get down. Every time we step on the beat, we straight clown. Ain't nobody on this level with me. We get down. You can hear us coming with me in your town. Hey, you wanna party with me? We get down. Every time we step on the beat, we straight clown. Ain't nobody on this level with me. We get down. When you hear us coming, just break down. I'm in the driver's seat now. When you see us do what we doing, we geek out. You can do it to it, just do it and freak out. Moving to the groove and no losing your beat now. Ay, flow like congruent sheets now. Ain't no polyester gestures, I'm congruent and velour. Melt like s'mores, rolling through my daily chores. I am structured as an artist, all you haters eat my shorts. I see you feel the beat now. Got you moving to the music, no losing your seat now. Keep up the music, keep doing your thing now. When we coming to your city, your pity is going down. Stand up. Wanna party with me, we get down. Every time we step on the beat, we straight clown. Ain't nobody on this level with me, we get down. You can hear us coming with me in your town. Hey, you wanna party with me, we get down. Every time we step on the beat, we straight clown. Ain't nobody on this level like me, they'll get down. You hear us coming, just break the beat down. Hey, what the business? Trying to get the spicy mother jumping off the chisnet. You know what this is. I'm about to flip it. Dragon is the click and I'm with Dojo off the wrist nip. Ay, but this is trying to beat that booty and make it business. Add in a pole with that big booty is how you miss it. Throwing some money on the ground and she gon' get it. But this the kind of thing that happens when we coming in. Ay, what you trying to do now? See you loving how we do what we doing the thing now. Ay, make up your mind, ain't no time for figure now. Cause when we get turning up, ain't nobody turning us down, stand us up.
Celebrate how you rang. It's supposed to be here 2 hours ago.
Hey, my bad. This bitch had to draw some eyebrows and shit. I'll be right there. Hey, yo. So one night cracker that shows up a little late to the party. Already twisted up a blunt in a fist of Bacardi bags.
Does that mean you're already hammered?
Laughed in her face and said hardly. Why don't you and your friends come in the backseat? You wanna be Barbie? Now I got 7 hoes in the backseat of a Nova. Then I whip out this dick laid on these tricks, it's about to be over. I go by Toph, but you know that you're welcome to call me Bart. Just understand when I say I ain't no simp, son. Go figure, this bucket ass piece of shit car don't wanna start. But when you look in my backseat, you can't deny that I'm a pimp, son. I'm known for getting a little loose when I've been sipping a bottle of this Grey Goose. And to have the nerve to battle me in suicide, these bars are your noose. I stay equipped, so don't trip. I'm always locked and loaded. And you haters can suck a cock as I roll with flames bar reloaded. So thinking you can hang's a fable, that's duly noted. So come party with me and the homie PZ until these hood rats are coated.
You wanna party with me?
I'm out.
We get down. Every time we step on the beat, we straight clown. Ain't nobody on this level with me. We get down. You can hear us coming when we in your town. Hey, you wanna party with me? We get down. Every time we step on the beat, we straight clown. Ain't nobody on this level like we do. Get down. When you hear us coming, just break the beat down.
Yes, that's what's up. We are back in again, and we're talking about tonight's topic of the day. All right, what's happening with you today? What do you think today's topic is about? Hey, it's Peasy, and tonight on the Peasy Show, sir, that's right. Talk About It Tuesday, where tonight's topic of the day is the topic at play. Join us tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central for tonight's topic, which is Topic Tuesday. We want to talk to the people about the biggest dilemma with the battle of the sexes. What do you think is the major issue amongst the men and women in relationships? Comment below or join us tonight on 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV. It's Peasy. Bye bye.
This is my nigga here.
Shotgun. He is our resident movie reviewer. And yes, the man is legally blind. The man can't see shit. However, if the man can tell us about
That's it, y'all. You know what it is. It's Talk About It Tuesday. So today's topic of the day is, what is the biggest differences or issues that you see is going on in the relationship between men and women? And we're looking to see what you think, you know, because this is a situation that I think is one of those you gotta have a variation of perspectives on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I myself, you know what I mean, believe, you know, a lot of relationships, you know what I mean, have like really just gone beyond just being, you know, in love with a person that's there, but there's obviously other, you know, factors involved as well. When you look at the fact that, you know, a relationship is based on building, you know, something together. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the relationship itself, the emotions there, or a house, you know, taking care of family. These things are, you know, around these perimeters. And what I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, is that's a huge step, major, big step. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, like, I don't think a lot of people, even in my age group, you know what I mean, have had the talk from their parents, you know, because most of us probably are, you know, subject of, you know, single family homes, you know, where it's either the mother or the father in the relationship there with the kids, and there's no unity. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of other factors that have added in and, you know, taken unnecessary cost into the whole situation as well. So I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you talking about like the relationship between, you know, single men and women, or the actual relationship defined between them. yeah, like I feel like there's a lot more things going on. Um, things like, poor communication, lack of trust, not enough uh, resources from either side. Either one makes too little or the other one makes too much. You know what I mean? Somebody feels inadequate. You know what I mean? Like these things do play a huge factor sometimes. You know what I mean? Um, just going through the things that I can recall having, dealt with in my time of dating on the scene and stuff, being with different, elected women that I chose to try to make a sort of relationship with, you know what I'm saying? So this is like something that actually has to be taken into measure because you get a man that might not want to spend money on this girl. He wants a girl that doesn't mind that he doesn't spend money on her, but he gets money on his own. You know what I mean? um these things, work for, depending on the situation. If somewhere when they meet in the middle, they have, shown that they can stick, to the grounds of, the respected positionings, because there's different rules involved in each relationship. So you know what I mean. You look at the situation. These people probably have a arrangement on how they deal with these certain things. They take it a certain way. You know what I mean. So for just the simple fact that we know that all of this stuff comes into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of factors that could be at play. You know what I'm saying? In addition to the reasoning as to why someone feels like, these things present a problem for their standing relationship. So you know what I'm saying? Like some people just really want to look for something they don't have to have such a hassle to. You know what I mean? Everything they do is great, and everything you do for them is even better. You know what I'm saying? So um, there's that side. There's also the side of, you know what I mean? Woman doesn't want to be, doing all the heavy lifting all the time, and wants to, be catered to. You know what I'm saying? Um, has, desires to, have someone that makes them feel valued. You know what I'm saying? Um, these are some, not, all valued women. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to go with, and I know that there's a variation of different women who have like, what I mean, different views on the situation. But you know, uh, me personally, from my perspective, I've been in, the neighborhood of relationships where women were not interested in the man simply because he didn't wear designer clothes, you know, um, or didn't drive an expensive car. You know what I mean? Didn't have uh, a place of their own. You know what I mean? Like these, some of these things are major situations that I can understand where they are, because if you're, say, a man around my age, you should have your own shit. I mean, I don't see where the hell you shouldn't. At this point right now, it's just ridiculous. I myself, I'm just coming to the realization that, you know what I'm saying, I gotta start having my own stuff. You know what I mean? I can't keep, relying on other people, feeling like I'm not supporting myself, you know what I mean? Because I'm relying on everybody else to bail me out of situations. I want my stability to be something that I establish, you know what I mean? Um, and as much as I sit here and I talk about it, you know what I mean? That's what I really look at, the fact that I want to be able to provide for myself, and knowing I have an outside family, I want to provide for my family as well. I don't want to be, straining and stressing the factor of what's going to happen next. You know what I mean? If this doesn't happen, or if this doesn't come through, or I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we're in a day in our lives right now where people need to wake up to the understanding of what needs to be done in order to take care of, your responsibilities. And it doesn't always mean going out and doing the wrong thing, like going to rob somebody or selling drugs and shit like that, because people need to know that, things happen and you're no longer in that space again. You got to get yourself back to, being in that space where you can get up and go somewhere without having to worry about what's going on around you and if anybody's after you or something to that effect. So, you know what I'm saying? There's that, but that's a whole nother topic. But then I'm looking at the fact that, we got women out here that are, so interested in all of these, extravagant things, and then they don't understand the situation about the man who's providing it, what is going on. We're looking at a situation right now that man is being accused of something. They just raided his houses, and he's famous. So we're looking at all of this stuff that's going on with him, and it's around the fact that him taking advantage of people in a vulnerable state, not just women. You see what I'm saying? So this is the world we are living in, and I understand that the dynamic weighs heavy on men and women who are out here single and trying to find something that is going to stand the test of time, because man, these times are crazy outside. And I myself, I'm just here telling you what's going on, and I'm telling you what I feel in my head, you know what I mean, from my perspective. I want to hear from the people that's been tuning in with me. If you feel like you want to answer tonight's question, what's your biggest difference in the relationship barrier between men and women? Let me know what you think about that. And while we get to that, we're going to get to this.
Boy, Peasy Wee, the master of ceremonies, but blind as me. Follow me as I take you on a stroll with the flow. Let's go, fucking with Dojo Beats. Now you know, here we go. Damn, this shit hitting hard like some dragon breath. I gotta take this shit down on the way to the flow now. Like I never ever lost a step, I just paced myself. To get back as a young vine, had to dig my little roots to the truth just to get mine. No time for the one time, but one time let me tell you how to blind nigga get mine. Came up as a young pup, I learned the rules of the game, ain't no changing in my lane. Now I'm all over everything, like you never should've gave this motherfucker to the mic, man. Now who the fuck wanna freestyle? I put them all in a row and take them down like a G now. And if you roll it with me now, then make it do what it do to this motherfucker do now. Just do what you do, just do what you do, just do what you do. Man, you and your crew, you can do what you do, just do what you do. Just do what you do, just do what you do, just do what you do. Make it do what you do.
Let's just cut to the chase, it's your digger. I'm rocking with Peasy. I'ma just do what I do. I'm dope. This is a fact. It feels good to be back. Y'all should relax. We live on the Ave. We the illest in fact. Back to back with it. Told Peasy, let's get it. It's been a minute. You heard what I said and I meant it. Me and the blind guy. I'm the guy with the bionic eye. That sight beyond sight. That bump that you feel is like Braille. Y'all better chill. EPMD with the still. I laugh at myself. Trust me, I'm a specialist. If I was you, I wouldn't mess with this. Ain't no mixed messages. I am the best at this. Well, here we go. Don't look so surprised when you realize I'm really alive. The light's shining. I go where the tough go. Illy was a tough bro, but that's what I'm cut from. If you want some, let me know. That's cool. So flies like I'm moving off a jet fuel. It's your digger. Watch what I do with my next move.
Just do what you do. Just do what you do. Just do what you do. Man, you and your crew, you can do what you do. Just 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 do what you do. Make it do what you do. Just do what you do.
Yeah, yeah. And we're back. You know what it is. It's the Peasy Show. I appreciate y'all for all tuning in with us today on this Topic Tuesday, where we're talking about the Battle of the Sexes. What's your thoughts on the biggest issues between men and women in relationships today? All right, that is the question of the day, and that's what we're looking for your answer for it. So come through and talk with me. We got the links posted in the comment section. You can also tap in with us right here on WhatsApp at +15187765154 and drop in your message live on the stream. We'll talk with you. We got you. We just like bringing these conversations to you today in an effort to get a spread on the word about some of these variations. There's a lot more things to talk about in the world, but today I just wanted to give you a dynamic in a relationship basis. We look at the situation that even in history we talk about the black relationships, the fact that the government sought to take out, men from the house in the Jim Crow eras of time. We are knowing these things due to the fact that there was a subject matter in Black history that was brought up about these things, these oppressions that took place right after the Reconstruction of 1899. Things like that kind of like shape the mold of different things going on. I can remember hearing stories of my grandmother having to do different things when they lived in Mississippi and moved to this northern state of New York. There was a lot going on in that time. There's a lot going on outside now. You know what I'm saying? And the dynamics of the world and relationships has changed dramatically over the last 60 years, 70 years. You know what I'm saying? And you look at the fact that Black families were more well knit, closer together than somewhere around the time of, you know, differences I started noticing when I was growing up in the 80s. There was a change in the family dynamics. You didn't see as many fathers and mothers in relationships in households together. This was the norm at one point. You know what I'm saying? And you look at the fact that even now we fast forward to the 21st century. We're here in 2024, and we're seeing that the relationship barriers are still apparent, although there are more factors at play now where we talk about the differences between economic statuses, differences in how people perceive relationships. Each individual has a different perspective of what they see from a relationship. Um, these things really come into play when you look at, the dynamics and how it is sort of a shuffling round of like a bunch of people trying to find that connection, often, getting caught up in the dynamics of who's there and who's really not there and what is it perceived to be. These things often look, a certain way on the outside, but you never really know. And then with the fact that we have more strong standings in the spaces of women being able to state claims of, sexual assaults if needed be, you know what I mean? Excuse the language, but we're just talking about the fact that these things do play a factor, you know what I mean? Human beings have a tendency to be shaky these days. We can't always rely on people's words like we used to. Some people were very trustworthy in that space, but at this time and in these days, can't always go off of what a person's word is nowadays. So whether you man or woman, you're dealing with a person that uh, fails to follow through with certain commitments or feels like they are the ones pulling all the weight and you're just standing around waiting on a handout, then yeah, you know what I mean, you're gonna start to experience a difference in the situations. And I feel like, you know, when you jump into a relationship, there should be level playing ground. You know what I mean? Whenever this is declared official, you want to be solid on knowing that whatever you doing for the sake of keeping this space what you want it to be. You know what I mean? And that is internally and externally. You know what I mean? You work on that whole space. And it shouldn't just be one person dedicating all that time. That is something that you both develop, you know, once you establish the grounds of, you know, being in a relationship. Because I feel like you should be someone, if you're in a relationship with someone and you're saying you love this person, you should be showing, you know what I mean, the love. You know what I mean? The love should be standing. It should be something that they witness. They can't deny it. They can't say no to it because it's evident truth. You know what I mean? Indisputable truth. So that's really what it is at this point right now. We're trying to define in this era what is the definition of uh, a relationship in this sense. You know what I'm saying? So what builds a good relationship when you look at the fact that, you know, we have all of these different, you know, positive and negative spaces, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like which one weighs up, you know, and what does it weigh up to? Does it one greater than the other, or is it that the other that is greater is not worth what it is? It's not worth the situation, the damage, the harm, the hurt, you know, that could incur, you know what I mean? Because with all love in relationships, there is love and pain, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, pain shouldn't always be a bad thing, and then you should know when to step, and I mean step the fuck away. Like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, nothing is worth destroying your life for something that you could have just walked away from, you know. Um, and I think to me that's, you know what I'm saying, where we're looking at the situation from this situation. It's a lot, you know. I know that a lot of people have a difference in opinion, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm here for. That's why I want to talk to you guys. That's why this is something of a thing, you know what I mean, that I wanted to give you, you know what I'm saying? Along with just dropping something random at you, you know. Just in case you guys were thinking of voting this year. I mean, I hope you are, but at the end of the day, like, just don't forget the person you're voting for. You know what I mean? Especially this motherfucker, because Lord, please, anybody but him. So, just saying.
There are 4 absolutely wild policies Trump wants to implement in a second term. First, he wants to allow ICE to conduct raids in schools, in churches, in hospitals, and in playgrounds. He wants to arm teachers. The same teachers who have to spend their own money for classroom supplies would be armed with weapons. And speaking of schools, Trump wants to reverse the Biden administration's student debt relief efforts. Almost 4 million Americans have had their student loans canceled thanks to President Biden. Trump would undo all of that. Finally, Trump wants a national abortion ban. A second Trump term would mean our reproductive freedoms are on the chopping block. Because Republicans are not stopping at overturning Roe v. Wade. They are coming for birth control and they're coming for IVF. And that's why every single one of us needs to show up and vote this November.
Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but I think this is important. You know, this is really what makes this situation more important in a lot of ways, you know, because I'm looking at my children, you know, I'm looking at my daughters, you know, my son. No, mommy, you don't call. But yeah, like, it's a lot, you know what I mean, for me, you know what I mean, when you think about that. there's so much involved in the situation, you know what I mean? Like you really have to pay attention out here because it's a lot going on, and then the dynamics of relationships as well, you know what I mean? 'Cause there's so many different people that are not, you know what I mean, understanding like, yo, this is definitely the way to go, but not, no, you know what I mean? Man, you got to click the link if you want to get in. Okay. Trust issues, and that makes sense because you know who do you trust? You know what I mean, and how can you trust somebody? I mean, that's probably the top answer for a lot of women. You know, in this space. You know what I mean. We're looking at a dynamic that really, you know, isn't something we can sit here and act like just ain't, you know, there. You know. Um, and that's my thoughts on it. You know. Yeah, like welcome. Well,
Hi.
hello, mommy.
Hello. You hear me?
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, so my biggest thing was on, like I said, was trust issues because I dealt a lot with your dad. So
Right.
mine was trust issues. So well, and then I had previous relationships before him as well
Mhm.
that I had to have that I ended up having trust issues with.
Right.
But
I mean, but it does cause a kind of ripple effect, you know, if you look at like all of those situations because I have a friend, you know, my friend in Florida, you know, previous relationship and you know things you know looked a certain way, he put on a certain persona, showed off like he was you know able and capable and might have even been, but under the surface, beyond the surface, you know what I'm saying, things weren't what they were supposed to be, and there was a lot of you know undisclosed things that should have probably come up first before everything proceeded further, and it you know, despite all of that, you know, and then not finding out until already immersed in a situation. These kind of things, you know, tend to happen in waves of, you know what I mean, situations because we all have to realize that plays a part. Um, you know,
mine
it
was more
causes a
like a
level
lot
of
of cheating. A
right.
lot of
That's what I'm
cheating.
saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, and it was similar to to this. You know, my friend. She had a lot of stages where she found out these things because you know she happened to have you know installments in her house. So you know that you know what I mean was the thing. Mind you, she hadn't done that. These things wouldn't have come to light either. So, you know, she wouldn't have been able to make the decision she had to make in order to get away from it, in order to save herself and her child. So you look at the fact that I earlier just played a video that really, you know what I mean, kind of reaches in on that whole situation. Give me a second, I'm gonna get back to it. But
Mm-hmm.
it was something that, you know what I mean, I think really stands out on that whole situation because when you look at this, it stems almost historically because the dynamic around men raising their kids like even you know affects the situation when you look at the fact that the structure in the households have been just you know just decimated in minority groups, you know, when you look at the angle of how the government went about it in the beginning. Then after a certain level of time surpassed with those laws being in effect, it started to cause a different attitude in families. You know, this was all a dynamic change to, you know, create this kind of separation policy so that the welfare chain would thrive. And, you know, not only just thrive, but the people would be lost in the old ways of how to retain and keep structure around the family. Which, even when you look at people that weren't in, you know, relationships where they were in house, you know, they still managed to do what was right for the family, you know, taking care of the kids and whatever responsible, you know, things that came with that factor. You know,
Yeah,
what
take
I'm
care of
looking
the
at,
home.
and that was my thing. That's what I'm looking at, the fact that, you know, there was a huge barrier issue to me in that situation, because they definitely took the part that needed to be structured. You know what I mean? Because if you think about the fact that, you know, kids now, due to the fact that their parents are being overworked, kids are, you know, a whole different level of crazy now. There's different barriers that parents now are facing than when, let's say, even when you were growing up, man. So, like, it's a very, you know what I mean, varied situation. It seems like it's surfacing in ways that it really doesn't, you know what I'm saying, equate to nothing other than the fact that, you know what I'm saying, men need to step their game up. They need to be better at these things, because this is not, you know, coming to, you know, any better day at this. You know what I'm saying? But here's the video clip I wanted to play for you.
The black woman wouldn't be no hoe if a man wasn't no hoe. We made the black woman like the black woman is. We have sex with her friends, we have sex with her sisters. We're so disrespectful to us people, she got to put up with this shit, because you paying the bill. Our black sisters got to be the strongest woman it is on planet Earth. Why? She all by herself. She ain't got no man. A man don't know what to tell her. He can't talk to her. All a man's trying to do is have sex with her. She don't want to hear that, especially after she done had some babies and things like that. And the black man is sorry. He's not helping the black woman. He ain't helping his mama. So the black woman got a real hard job in America. She's our backbone, point blank. They little boy ain't no man. They man ain't no man. They out here all by themselves, struggling every day by themselves, trying to take care of this nigga here, his mama, by herself trying to take care of boys. My mama, all our mamas, they have a hard time and we don't even say thank you. We wrong. The black woman ain't wrong. The black woman wouldn't be no hoe if a man wasn't no hoe. We made the black woman like the black woman is. How can we disrespect the black woman? If it wasn't for the black woman, we wouldn't be here.
And there you have it. It's real. I think that is a series of reality, you know. Yeah. Hold on, mommy. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know, cause I mean, and that's just my thoughts on the whole situation. You know, I believe that, you know, we need to do better as a people. We need to really, just like I said, step up our game. Black men who are out here, you know what I mean, you're trying to be in a relationship, stand up for your relationship. You know, that's the big thing right there. That's because, you know, we're looking at a dynamic where, you know, this can happen. You could be in the ideal relationship. You just have to have your standards in order and understand, you know what I mean, the path that you need, you know what I'm saying? The path that you should be on, you know what I mean, is valuing the home values, you know what I mean, that those ancestral home values that we had as a community at one point, you know what I'm saying? Like the words "it takes a village to raise a family" is not something that was said in, you know, a fictionary tale. It was a real fact that it takes a large, you know, group of people to be able to help and resourcefully give a child a nourishing and nurturing growth process. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a fragile segment of time in a child's life to grow up and manifest these values. It said, I heard a quote that was said that 7 years, the first 7 years of a child's life are the most vital. They retain the most information, and they, you know, uh, tend to settle into themselves into that with that information. And if that information is misguided somehow, or even the slightest effects could turn it off, you know, throw it off, you know. We're really talking a situation where, you know, it could be better. But, you know, I was gonna say, you there, man?
Yeah, there was something going on with the sound. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, you couldn't hear me. I don't know what happened.
Me neither.
So did you hear the video that I played?
Trying to remember which one.
The last one we just played?
Oh, with the guy talking about the mom.
Yeah, well, black women.
Yeah.
hmm That
If I
that
say
that's
I agree
that's
with
what I'm
that.
saying. hmm Yeah, because I thought that was actually making a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Like at the fact that this is not just a, you know, one off situation. This is something that has been taking place, you know, for a while. You know, and the structure of, you know, how black families has kind of died off and fell apart in a
Yeah.
sense, you know, is something that, you know, should be up for discussion because, you know, we look at the fact, the dynamics that it's so many things that have made the relationship sort of a tart situation because you have all these people that, you know, develop their vision of a relationship and it turns into something weird. It's like you either realize that this person has a secret hidden agenda or they just don't really have that ability or, you know, testicular fortitude, so to speak, to be engaged with the relationship like they should. You know
Like
what
a
I mean? Like,
slumlord.
yeah. Or like, yeah, just a slumlord, you know what I mean? Somebody who just does barely enough and not enough good enough. So, you know, it begs to differ the reason why, you know, even if there is a low percentage in the relationships, and I'm not looking at no polls or nothing at this point. I'm just basically looking at what's going on around me. I hear, you know, about different people having problems and near difficulties with connecting with their partners. And I'm like, wow, what about if I were out there single looking for something? I'm not trying to be going out there like that because it's too much out here for me to have to worry about as it is. You know, people
Yep.
are doing all this weird stuff outside, and nobody has anybody's best interest anymore. It's like
Yep.
I've seen where people are, coming up to you all smiles and love and I do this and that and the third, and the next thing you know, they're the one that stole something from you, or they the one that been somehow digging in your pockets in the low, or it's always something strange popping up, especially nowadays, and it kind of puts a deterrent on the whole aspects of relationships nowadays, because it's like, who do you trust?
Oh, excuse me. That
And that's
back in
something
my
that
time,
really
it was a
plays
lot
a
of
factor.
community going on. Back in my time, it was a lot of community going on. So everybody knew everybody. So if something happened, you got maybe that one friend that'll tell you about it, or what happened. They seen him with such and such, or they seen him with this chick. So when you were growing up, it was community only in the family, but none of them relationships.
No.
Well, then again, yes, it was.
It was, but it wasn't as strong. It was loose, very loose at that point. It had been on the verge of shattering at this point. You can't do what I used to do when we were kids. Shoot, we used to go over to our neighbor house and the door be wide open, and hey, I'm gay. Can I get some sugar? That ain't happening today. You wouldn't want to go send your child over to somebody's house like that no more. You can't do it unless you absolutely know that person.
Yeah. But then again, you still gonna know that person, but don't know that person.
The situation, yes.
Yeah,
because what happens
life.
in their house is a totally different range.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think about that too.
Molester, you don't know.
It's so much going on outside nowadays, and that's been the reason why this conversation to me stuck out, you know what I mean, this week for as far as a talk on something, because I thought about it as like, come on, we have a structure. Even if I say hypothetically I'm in a single, man space trying to find someone, I'm having to go through a whole vetting process, not even like my one that, I used to do beforehand. And this is a totally like in-depth situation that just needs more of an evaluation on. But unfortunately, we're out of time today. So we are way beyond our point. But, we had a beautiful talk today. This was a nice conversation, you know what I mean? As you look at the fact that
you're welcome.
We're pulling into the station. But all right. I thank you, Mommy, for tuning in with me today.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna give you guys one more thing before I slide. So here we go.
Yo, what's going on? What's good? It's your boy, the Blind MC of PZ's The PZ Show. Yo, y'all gotta tap in. Secret word of the week is coming up for you this week. So be ready every Tuesday. And be the 5th on the next live stream. I got you. Peace. It's PZ. Bye. Right now, here we go. Here it is. Your secret word of the week is canopy. Now, get it in, and I'll see you in the end.
Face. O-E-T. Yes. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. You know what time it is. Grab your camera phones and your device. Kick off your shoes and grab yourself some popcorn, baby. 'Cause the PZ Show is Saturday live. East Coast.